Hey guys, before we get today's episode started, we wanted to address the big elephant in the room concerning Dungeons & Dragons. We know there's been some pretty big changes coming to the OGL according to Wizards of the Coast, and a lot of people are not happy about it. While we won't address our own personal feelings in these episodes, we wanted to let it be known that we are not happy with these decisions at all. However, we will be continuing the Nat 1 series. While a lot of people, including ourselves, don't agree with what Wizards of the Coast is wanting to do, we still want to make this an enjoyable tutorial series for people to watch. There's still a lot of people out there that want to play D&D and have a huge passion for this game like us. To learn more on this situation, there will be some articles to look over in the description of today's episode. And with that being said, let's get started and roll some dice.
So you've just leveled up, but rather than increasing your current class level, you decide to walk the unbeaten path and take a level in another class. How does one go about this? Well, fear not. On today's episode of Nat 1, we'll be taking a look at multiclassing. Hello everyone, I'm DX Kramer. So similar to feats, there's a quick disclaimer before we go any further. Multiclassing is an optional feature, so make sure to talk to your DM first to see if multiclassing is allowed in their campaign. As the name suggests, multiclassing is when your character levels up and you decide to take a level in another class rather than the one you started with. Now there are a few things to consider before multiclassing. First off, there's the ability score prerequisites. In order to gain a level in a new class, you have to meet the prerequisite ability score of at least 13 in the new class you're trying to obtain and your current class. Each class will tell you what ability score you need at 13 on page 163 in the player's handbook, so make sure to look it over. As an example, let's say you're a monk that wants to get a taste in the lifestyle of wizardry. You need to have a dexterity and wisdom score of 13 for your monk class, and on top of that, a 13 in intelligence for wizard. The only ability score that isn't used for this is, once again, poor old Constitution. Secondly, your maximum character level will peak at 20 even if you're multiclassing, meaning you combine your class levels to have your total character level. As an example, if you have 4 levels in Fighter and 3 in Cleric, then you have a total character level of 7. So keep this in mind because you might be missing out on some of those level 20 abilities you get sticking with just one class. Your proficiency bonus is based on your total level as well. Using the example above, your proficiency bonus would be +3 when your total character level is 7. So what do you gain from multiclassing? You do gain all of the first level abilities of the class. So let's say you want to take a level in Cleric. You'd gain the Cleric's ability to cast spells as well as their divine domain. You do not, however, gain immediate proficiency in the saving throws of your new class, nor do you gain all the class proficiencies. To see what you do earn, check page 164 of your player's handbook. Lastly, there's your hit dice. These will be based on all your levels as well. If your classes all use the same hit dice, all you have to do is add the levels together and you're done. Simple as that. However, if the classes do not use the same hit dice, you will have a combination of each class's hit dice. Using the example above again, 4 levels in Fighter and 3 levels in Cleric would give you a total hit dice of 4d10 plus 3d8. As a final note for today's episode, there are special rules for being multiclassed in the different spellcasting classes, but I honestly suggest checking page 164 of the player's handbook for those rules, as the book does a much better job explaining than we could ever do. Well, that is it for now. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button below for more content like this, and we will see you next time when we talk about something a little more advanced.
DMing.
Until then, take care. Peace.